cafeteria of Zenith Academy buzzed with activity. 100 alien species milling about, each stranger than the last. Crystalline quartzians refracted light as they moved, while gaseous nebulons floated gently inside their containment suits. Amid the chaos, Frozen hunched over her tray, trying to make herself invisible. "Look at the human," sneered Vex. A Crori with purple-scaled skin shimmering under the artificial lights, still eating with her hands like a primitive. Frozen ignored him, gripping her fork tighter than necessary. The metal bent slightly under her fingers, but she didn't notice. She never did. From across the cafeteria, Finch watched carefully. A Viron, his feathers ruffling with concern. He prided himself on noticing what others overlooked. He had been observing Frozen for 3 months. There was something about her, something the bullies couldn't see. Vex's voice carried, loud enough for half the cafeteria. "A backwater planet barely into space travel. I hear their gravity is so weak, they can barely lift their own weight." The group around him laughed. Frozen's jaw tightened. She said nothing. Fighting back only made things worse. But what no one knew, and what Frozen barely understood herself, was that Earth wasn't just any planet. In the Galactic Council's classified files, hidden from students' eyes, Earth was designated a Class 12 death world, one of only 7 in known space. Finch had discovered the file by accident while researching for his xenobiology project. The statistics had made his blood run cold. Earth's gravity was 1.8 times the galactic average. Its atmosphere contained oxygen concentrations lethal to most species. Radiation bombarded the planet from its sun, forcing life to evolve resistant cellular structures. Weather systems could rip apart buildings. Tectonic activity reshaped continents. Predators roamed with unmatched cunning. Humans hadn't just survived Earth, they had thrived. Another bully chimed in, a Lithuan from a low-gravity moon. "I bet she can't even run a lap around the training course." "Actually," Finch said, stepping forward, his voice cutting through the laughter. "Humans hold the galaxy's endurance running record. They used to hunt prey by chasing it until it collapsed from exhaustion." Vex's eyes narrowed. "What's it to you, bird?" "Just stating facts." Finch's feathers puffed, making him appear larger. "I find it fascinating how little some people know about other species." Before Vex could respond, the Academy alarm blared. Emergency lights flashed red as a mechanical voice echoed through the halls. "Hull breach detected in sectors 7 through 12. All students proceed to emergency shelters immediately." Chaos erupted. Screams filled the corridors. Amid the panic, a support beam weakened by the breach began to collapse near the main doorway. A group of younger students froze, paralyzed by fear. Frozen reacted instinctively. She crossed the cafeteria in seconds, legs propelling her faster than anyone expected. The beam fell. She caught it with both hands. Her muscles, forged under Earth's crushing gravity, held firm. The metal trembled in her grip, enough to crush 3 of the students, but she didn't falter. "Move!" she shouted. The students scattered just in time. Frozen shifted her weight, redirecting the beam away from the doorway. It crashed into an empty table, splintering wood and metal alike. She stood there, breathing heavily. Her hands bore no marks, despite gripping jagged edges. The cafeteria fell silent. Finch approached slowly, awe and confirmation in his eyes. "Frozen, are you okay?" She looked at her hands, then the ruined beam, then the crowd of staring students. For the first time since arriving at Zenith Academy, she stood tall, her full height surprising everyone. "I'm fine," she said, her voice steady. Vex stared, purple scales paling. How did you Earth?" Frozen interrupted, her tone calm but unwavering. "You called it a backwater planet. You have no idea what it takes to survive there. From the moment we're born, we fight gravity that would crush you. We breathe air that burns your lungs. We endure radiation, natural disasters, predators, diseases that adapt as fast as we do." She stepped forward. Vex stumbled back. "I didn't ask to be strong. I didn't train for it. This is what happens when you grow up on Earth. Everyone there is like this. But here," she gestured at the bent beam, "I have to remember to be gentle. I have to remember that what's normal for me can hurt you." Finch's feathers ruffled with pride. He had suspected there was more to her story. The emergency passed. The breach was minor, quickly sealed by automated systems. But in Sector 12 of Zenith Academy, something had changed. Over the following weeks, Frozen stopped shrinking. She walked with her head high, spoke when she had something to say, and when the combat simulations began, she shattered records. Not through aggression, but by applying her natural abilities. Finch became her closest friend. Fascinated by Earth and its inhabitants, he helped her start a xenobiology club, educating students about survival on extreme worlds. As for Vex, he kept his distance. But sometimes, Frozen caught him watching her with a flicker of respect, or perhaps fear. She didn't care which. She was frozen of Earth, forged on a death world, and she no longer needed to apologize for being herself. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.